Tell us a little bit about some of the other songs on the album and what fans can expect with the record.
The album starts off kicking you in the teeth, very much a deliberate warning to those who get out in our way, and maybe a promise to those who have been in our way in the past, and talks about literally when the sky comes down, that we'll be there to test us, and that will bring you down. And, those aren't the exact lyrics, and then as the record moves through, you really start to see, honestly, the addictions that we've gone through, the battles that we've had to face, and then also deaths that have happened in the midst of us trying to create this, and losing friends and making friends, and I think just the struggle that comes along with life, but really 12 songs that capture different parts of your life, but then all go together so well. So I think what you can expect is Egypt Central's ability to make you move, because that's obviously a huge part of our live show and a huge part of what we are. We want people to come out and be able to release everything that they can't in a normal everyday life, so they can just go crazy, because I know I need to every single night on stage. And then there's songs where they're perfect when you're in the mood to reflect and to really open your mind and open your heart to what you're capable of, and maybe just to tell the fans that we relate. A lot of it is just to admit, honestly, that we are broken people, and, we're trying to make our mark as well, and support anyone who's doing the same.
We're all intrinsically flawed in one way or the other. But
oh, sure, that is definitely the humanistic error right there.
There you go. Now, are there going to be any sort of pre-order specials for this album that seem to be all the rage these days?
Absolutely. We're going to put together some package deals, but we really want to not throw just the same old stuff at the fans, as in like, hey, here's a Justin Bieber package, here's some pretty pictures of the band and all that. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a photo for you, but in the end, we're really trying to move towards the elements of this comic book that go along with the record, and the characters that go in that, and really starting to give a sneak peek to how deep the rabbit hole does go in the sense of the story of what we've come up with to go along with the White Rabbit. So we're really excited to be able to release like 12 different pages towards the intro for the first 12 days before the record comes out, along with clips of the songs. And then there will be package deals that also go along with VIP stuff, so that you get bonuses and meet and greets and things like that when you come to see the band. So we're definitely letting our wheels spin and trying to see just how much free stuff we can give the fans for the lowest amount of money. Yeah.
Well, and as we said earlier, you guys are getting ready to head out on tour with Cold and Kopech. Kopech's another great new band. I just interviewed Daniel a few weeks ago. What's on the agenda after that? And well, first off, how did you guys get hooked up on that tour? Because that's a great tour to be on.
There's mutual friends within the world of booking, and Cold was going out as to support their new record, which is coming soon. And for the timing of when we were ready to go out, it was just a perfect placement, and we really felt like two teams working so strong to spread at radio, and then also just to put on a good show. And we've always loved Cold. We loved the songs that they've put out. And we even love, the old stuff where he's talking about doing LSD and all that, when we were younger. But we're excited. We never toured with Cold. We don't know them personally. When we've had a chance to become such good friends with so many bands, such a small world. But those are guys that we really look forward to meeting and, touring with a couple months. So.
And after that tour's over, what's on the agenda after that? You guys already have another tour lined up, or?
We do have some stuff lined up. I'm not at liberty to release that because I don't want to do the whole jinx myself, mistake that can happen from saying something too soon. But if you go to www.egyptcentral.net, you can keep up with our Facebook and our Twitter and all that stuff, and we're really, really good about keeping you guys up to date. As soon as we know things, we like to share them as quickly as possible. Even when you guys don't want to know stuff, we tend to share it. So
you're going to tell us anyway. before we get out of here, I know music's your great passion and everything. That's what your life is about. But when you're not doing music or outside of music, what's one of your other big passions or hobbies or something that you're into that fans might not be aware of?
Well, honestly, this album has really opened me up to be able to do that other great passion, which would be my artwork. And originally, as we set out to do the comic book and the illustrations and the artwork for the album and stuff like that, we sought some different artists, but in the end, no one really could capture the images and the idea the way that I could. And so after years of thinking that painting and art would be something I would do when I was 60, when people will actually appreciate what I'm doing, I've actually had the opportunity to do all the illustrations and artwork this time around. So I've been doing that nonstop, brother. I've been working on my artwork. So it's really amazing how one thing, following your heart, the other things tend to fall in line. So it's been really, really great to be able to do my artwork and illustration.
Sort of meld your two passions together.
I feel very blessed at this point. I just get to kind of sit back and do exactly what I love to do every day, and I just hope it continues to blow up and that the fans appreciate what we want to do for them, what we're trying to create, which is obviously a more entertaining and a new, bigger rock scene, something to bring metal and rock to the forefront.
Well, last question here. If you could go out, if the band could go out with anybody on tour, doesn't matter if they're still together or not, just your one true, this is the tour to be on, who would you want to go out with?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think it would probably be different for each guy in the band. So I don't want to say that we'd all feel this way. If it were to be a band right now, we had such a relationship we developed with the guys at Disturbed. I really had such a great time touring with them. So if it were a band from today, I would love to go back out with Disturbed. Those are great guys. And if it were any band of all time, for me, I think I'd have to tour with Pink Floyd. I'd have to see the lights every night. I'd have to see, the stuff that they were doing as far as just props and budgets for touring shows in the 70s. That's just an amazing time of music, and I really would have loved to be a part of what Pink Floyd was doing. They also have the longest selling record of all time, which is, it's not like they have a small fan base. So it'd be good to see 10,000 people every night.
Do you have any words you'd like to send out to the fans?
Go to www.egyptcentral.net, check out what we have going on, and find out the dates when you can come see us. We want to meet everybody who has any kind of opinion on what's going on, and we're just really excited about what's happening. May 17th, 2011, White Rabbit. Get your record.